tell me what I can do to make this right, Hope.
Oh, how? How can you think that that is even a possibility, Quinn?
You're unhappy with me. You've made that clear, so what redress would you like? Name it, and I'll do it.
Mom, I'd like to speak with Hope alone, please.
She hardly knows you're in the room, sweetheart. That can't be a good sign.
Excuse me?
So, what do you want from me, Hope? I have heard the catalog of my shortcomings. I'm sure everyone agrees with you. They usually do. Must make life really pleasant.
Mom, this is not helping us right now.
Then what is, sweetheart? Would you like an apology? I'm sorry you married my son instead of his loser half-brother.
You will not talk to me about Liam like that. And Wyatt, I don't want you allowing it either.
So how long has Hope been gone?
Not very.
And you're expecting her back?
Yeah. Can I get you like coffee or scotch or anything? I'm not a very good host, but then again, you're not a very good guest.
Did she say she was coming back?
What's going on with you? You don't think Hope's gonna come back? Do you think she's gonna stay with Wyatt? Do you think she belongs with Wyatt?
What's wrong with me being concerned about my son?
Exactly. You're concerned about me because you think everything's gonna work out just fine for Wyatt.
I'm just factoring in the reality that Hope is in a changed situation.
Oh, really? Because it seems like same old to me.
That's because you're in denial.
This is not the first time that Hope has been tricked into making a decision that cut me out.
But she's married this time, Liam. And that is a legal and psychological fact that you may want to ignore, but trust me, Hope can.
She can undo the marriage. You just don't think she will.
Look, yes, I have questioned my faith in that girl, but...
No, this is not about Hope. You don't have faith in me.
No one wants an apology from you. It means nothing. You're never sorry. All you do is tell people what you think they want to hear to shut them up. You tell people that you checked into therapy, that you're getting help. The doctor thought you were doing so great that he made you an outpatient. Was there ever a doctor? Wyatt, was there ever actually a doctor? I mean, did you talk to someone or meet with someone? Did you ever get a bill?
Yeah, when a doctor called, or at least I think she was a doctor, yeah.
Oh my God, Wyatt, how can you be so gullible after all these years of her life?
Gullible? Really? Okay, so what if I am? Okay, when we're young, we have no choice. It's ingrained in us. We always want to hope that our parents' faults can be fixed. It's like a fairy tale we always tell ourselves.
You know what, can I ask a question?
No.
But I'm just trying to understand.
What? What is unclear, Quinn?
You.
Mom.
Well, okay, hold on. If Liam's plane had gone down at sea or little Ivy got hit by one of those crazy Parisian drivers, would you be fine?
Would I be fine?
Well, I mean,
Quinn,
if they
I
were
wouldn't.
unharmed or just a little scratch.
I have no idea what you're trying to ask right now.
Okay, well, then let me rephrase, okay? If I hadn't been in Paris and, say, chance had intervened, would we still be having this conversation? Because your problem is with me, right?
That's right.
And not your marriage to my son.
If we're having a problem, how about you just tell me what it is instead of making me drag it out of you?
It's not a problem. It's more like a state of being. Anyway, I'll live with it, whatever.
Live with what?
The fact that I'm not gonna be the son that you want me to be.
What are you talking about? Where's this coming from?
You think this is just me? This isn't just me, Dad. Everybody sees this. You know how many people come up to me and say, oh my God, Wyatt is so much more like your father?
You pay too much attention to what people think.
Well, when I know they're right, yeah.
Look, Liam, people see Wyatt and me as, I don't know, charming / obnoxious, depending on the hour of the day. But nobody sees you as obnoxious. And you think that's a handicap?
I don't want to be you. I don't want to be Wyatt. And I know you love me. I also know that your money will always be on him.
Oh, okay. Now I see what this is about. This is who does Daddy love more? Want me to show you my will?
No, I'm sure you're very generous. Anyway, I'm not losing sleep at night over it. It helps me understand you. All right? You think that Wyatt will always win out in the end for the same reasons that you always win out in the end.
What have I done since I walked in that door to make you feel that way?
Well, you seem pretty damn supportive of Wyatt and Hope's marriage, and that's exactly what Quinn wanted.
When have I ever done Quinn's bidding?
Okay, all right, so bad example. Not even Quinn. Wyatt, you showed up at my door to kick me out and give him the house.
If I wanted you out, you'd be out. The bottom line is this. If Hope has just an ounce of sense, and that's the part that I always question, there's no way she's going to stay with Wyatt this time.
Mom, there is a conversation that Hope and I need to have that doesn't include you. So if you don't mind, or even if you do, I don't care.
I would just like an answer to my question, if I may. So you married my son for what reason? Because of me? In spite of me?
I don't have to justify myself to you.
Well, that is true. I have made some very bad choices.
Enthusiastically.
Still, if Liam had been detained for some reason that wasn't me...
But it was you, Quinn. It was you, so your question is pointless.
Well, not really. Say Liam was late because of the weather, hypothetically. Would you still be married to Wyatt? And standing here right now, bitterly blaming the weather?
In point of fact, I was planning on getting married in Paris, just not to Wyatt.
Wow.
So when Liam didn't show, did you just think, gee, who else can I marry instead?
No. I married Wyatt because I love him.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
But if I had known...
What? That Liam was on his way?
If you really think you're helping, please
No,
stop.
no, because you didn't want to know, did you? You see, you may not have thought of blaming me, but you never thought maybe it could be a flight delay, or bad traffic, or tuberculosis, or the flu?
If it had been any of those reasons, Liam would have called me.
Oh, and did you wait for him to call you? No. No, you didn't. You just turned on a dime, and you ran off and you married my son. So it doesn't really matter if it was a flight delay, or bad traffic, tuberculosis, the flu. Liam would have been out of luck if he was late, no matter what.
Listen, do I feel for your brother? Of course I do. That mother of his has engineered yet another catastrophe that he's going to take the hit for. And it's going to hurt.
He's not innocent, though. Every time I open up...
Neither is Hope, Liam. Can we just agree on that? Just the two of us right here in this room?
No, I should have gone to Paris with her when she asked me.
Never
to go.
mind about all that. It all would have worked out just fine if not for Quinn's involvement.
Well, I guess medical science ran the white flag up the pole when she showed up at that clinic. If she even did.
Crazy you can take a pill for. That woman's diagnosis is evil, and I mean all the way through. She wants to wreck the world and everyone in it, and she's felt that way from the day she was born. So if I sometimes favor your brother, why don't you ask yourself why? He was raised by that she-devil. All he knows is what she taught him. You have your act together. He needs my attention. And besides all that, your mother, I loved her. Okay, yeah, I hear you. Look, what you're feeling, it's just a reflex, and I understand it. You have been heading toward happily ever after so many times, only to have the rug pulled out from under you. Yeah. But listen, this time it's going to be different. If Hope is solid, you can count on her.
I can.
All right, can your old man give you a little piece of advice? Winners can afford to be generous. Be generous.
It's time for you to go, Quinn.
That may well be. I'm sure you want to speak to your husband alone. I just hope you remember what we all discovered here today.
That you're more shameless than I ever thought you could be?
That you did what you wanted to, Hope. You accepted my son's proposal because you wanted to. I didn't have a hand in it at all.
Oh,
Not even a little.
So done listening to your rationalizations.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, because I think I've been pretty patient listening to yours. You needed an excuse to marry the brother of your fiancé. You wanted to blame Liam for not showing up, even though you didn't give him just the slightest bit of leeway. And then you wanted to blame bad luck for poison ivy falling into the river. Oh, well, c'est la vie. You weren't about to undo anything because of bad luck. But then you find out that my hand is involved. And you're required to be outraged. But you're in a pickle, aren't you? I mean, you got caught doing the right thing for the wrong reason. And that just won't do. No, not for you, not for Hope, for the ever-changing future.
God, when I think about what life must have been like for Wyatt growing up with you, I could cry.
We did all right. I've accepted my lot in life. I was born to be the screen other people projected their issues on.
I'm never, ever letting Wyatt near you ever again.
Life is long. You never know what'll happen.
I'll see her at Christmas, and that's about it. You know I can't keep her away from that door, right? So what, you're gonna talk to her? You're not gonna talk to me?
Wyatt, I will talk to you.
Okay. Well, then you can start by telling me. Where do we stand?
Hope?
I never returned this to you.
I never gave it to you to return.
Oh, well then it must have been your father's.
You did have a key, son of
You are such a smart boy. You must delight and astound your friends.
Yeah. I heard you made a beeline for my father. Do you really think he's gonna rush to defend what you did?
Oh, he's just better at talking his way out of things than I am. Is he still here?
No, he left. What do you want, Quinn?
I want to apologize, sincerely, for the terrible awful, really, lapse of judgment on my part. I can't keep a straight face. Like, don't look so serious, I'm kidding, I'm joking!
I'm hiding my kitchen knives.
Do you know how offensive that is to someone who fought their way back from mental illness through therapy?
Uh-huh. Do you know how offensive it is to be chased around with a sword by a nutcase who probably didn't even go to therapy in the first place? The statute of limitations, by the way, has not run out on your attempt to murder me. And I have eyewitnesses, and I have security footage of the other attempted murder in Paris.
So extradite me. Oh, I'm sure the food is much better in their jails over there. Or better yet, why don't you call Ivy and have her come on over here?
I'm gonna give you to the count of 10, and then you're gonna leave. Or I'm gonna call the police. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Hope
5,
is going to take
6,
responsibility for her
7.
actions.
What actions?
Marrying your brother. I just came from there and we all came to an understanding.
Okay, yeah, right. You mean she wiped the floor with you?
You know, Hope's the kind of girl who takes her commitments seriously. It's something that you would know if you were ever able to keep one. Please call Ivy, at least so I could say I'm sorry.
In your dreams.
You two made a really cute couple in Paris.
Are you kidding me right now? You're really gonna try and matchmake? No, I'm sorry, Quinn. You're done. And so is the marriage you crossed the Atlantic to stage manage.
Are you still my wife?
It was one thing when I thought she was in treatment, but to call that woman mother.
Okay, you don't have to.
To think that I could have children who would call her grandma.
I will forbid her to see them.
You said it yourself, we can't keep her away from the door.
Yeah, I also told her that I never wanted to see her again. Remember at Liam's place? But that, for all the good that did. Look, I'll have her committed. I'll call a lawyer first thing in the morning, you know, and
I don't know.
what don't you know?
If that's enough.
Can you do me a favor? Can you just think back toward yesterday? Turn back the clock. Make it the same time it is right now, just a day before.
Okay.
What's changed? We have some new information we didn't have before? Well, we know my mom's more unstable than we thought?
Well, I wouldn't call her unstable. She's pretty consistent.
Okay. She wasn't there when you told me that you loved me, was she? She wasn't there when I proposed to you, right? Or when we said our vows, or we took that leap of faith. That was ours. That was all about us. Don't make this about her. It's about us, husband and wife, you and me, for better or for worse. That is the life that you wanted yesterday. And we can still have that. Can't we?